Hi guys, and welcome to this all signs you versus them and singles who's coming towards you. I'm combining them today. Alright, as always, these are general readings. Take what resonates with you, leave behind rest, never ever force it to fit if it doesn't. If you like this content, I would very much appreciate it if you like the video. It's a lot of support, so thank you for that. Alright, as I said, we're looking into you versus them, and then next I'm doing a quick single who's coming towards you, right? I will put timestamps below. We're going from Aries to Pisces. Timestamps are below, and then there's a collective at the end that I always recommend that you watch. Is there anything else? Right, you place yourself into the shoes, right? And remember, in this you versus them, it doesn't have to be love, so necessarily it can be anything that's close to your heart, someone who you're connecting with, friend, family, whoever, you know. And yes, place yourself into as it resonates with you. All right, we are starting here with Aries. What do we have for Aries in you versus them here? Aries and a person they are dealing with at the current moment in time here. Yes, Aries and the current energies here. Current energies for Aries and someone they are dealing with here. Aries, show me Aries and that connection there. That's interesting. Yeah, all right. Aries keeps flying out here. Aries. Let me just quickly write that down. That was 147, eh? Alright. Let's get to it here. Show me Aries. Show me the connection to begin with. Show me the connection here we are dealing with for Aries and the person they are dealing with. You are dealing with. 6 of Wands. You, Aries. Let me just lay out the cards here. Okay. Alright, 6 of Wands in the center of the spread. There's a lot of victory here between the two of you, whether or not you may not agree with it, because when I look at you, you are a little bit in your head regarding this, but you know, they are in the 4th sword, so I get as though they are shows up right now in this current moment in time, as though they may be better here in getting out of their head and into their body. And you're thinking this, you may be overthinking it. I do sense here in the recent past with the Hermit that things have been, decision here was made. I don't know if this is you or them who decided here to pull away from this. Maybe you needed some pause here to think about things. You show up as very happy, but is it that you are starting here to question the reason why you're in your head here, to question why are you happy in this? There's nothing wrong with that. You know, we can end up in a situation where we merge so much with the other person, or you know when you're just falling in love and all that, and things are crazy, and then suddenly, as the insanity here, the madness kind of dissolves, or it slows down, you realize that you still like your own company, right? So maybe that's why you were in your head here regarding, you know, thinking, I actually like myself. I don't need this person, but I used to think that I needed to be with them all the time. I don't anymore. Not necessarily, and that's where we get this victory. But you're still a little bit in your head. Maybe you have a tendency to think a lot, like so many others of us, right? They have this here. They are also letting go of the tension. The tension here is definitely in the recent past slowing down. Now that tension can be arguments. It can also just be tensed energy. I love reading for you, Aries, because they're always so straightforward, the readings I get for you, not like some of the other signs at the end of the zodiacs. I need new candles here. Well, where it's like I have to dig really deep. You can dig it really long, those readings. Yours are always very straightforward here. See, that's the thing. It's the same energy here, even when I clarify that you're not really that focused on it. You may be far more focused on your career right now. Of course you're focused on it. Of course you're curious about this connection here, but it's not the center of your world, right? And that's where we have this victory here. Now, what we have coming up is the 4 of Cups in the reverse. That's a little bit of a boredom here, I gotta say. So look out for the boredom. I don't really see you being fully happy. I see you being happy in this in the past, but I mean, I'm still gonna see you smile here, but I feel as though, you know, be mindful of how you pay attention to this connection in terms of how you think about it. So you don't think yourself into a sad situation of sadness. So you don't think yourself into not so happy thoughts. Can we say it like that? Remember to be mindful of how it is that you think. I have to go to get some candles. I'll be right back, and I can't pause it. Well, no, alright, let me just finish your reading here. And then I'll do, before the singles, I will do good candles here. But yeah, that's what I get here for you. Mindful of your own thought patterns here. And for them, I don't know, they are going into something toxic on their own. Your person here may be going into a situation where they have to balance a few things out, right? They're starting to, maybe they're gonna get a little bit of a crush still on you. I feel as though they may still have something here for you. Maybe you want to offer a little apology, but they're not really grabbing the opportunity when it's there. So if any of you are dealing with the Mr. or Mrs. Go with the flow, just let them go with the flow alone. Let them deal with it. It's not your problem. Right? If that is the case for any of you. Because it's just not worth giving your energy stressing about, oh my god, are they coming? Are they going? Are they coming? Are they going? It's not worth your lifetime. Alright? I hope you got anything from this. I'm gonna go get some candles and then I'll do the singles. Hold on, Aries. Saying, how can you not have? I see you having light. Come on. Alright, now came the forest fire, probably not a good thing to say there. Alright, so we are going on to the singles. Show me the singles, Aries. Who's coming towards the singles, Aries? Single Aries people here. Let's get that. You singles. Singles Aries here. Show me who is coming towards single Aries next here. Alright, so the person who's coming towards you, right, they're definitely going to enjoy a little gossip here and there. A little bit of a rebel. A little bit of a rebel, likes to challenge this organized systems. Maybe you're going to like that. They are a talkative one. And they have, I mean, they are fire and air. That's what I get here, because they have this within them that that they kind of like to, they talk a lot and talk a lot. Yeah, they may talk a lot. They are definitely wanting to communicate, getting things out into the world, right? Better, let's hope that they are not one of the gossiper, but they are actually someone who's very considerate of other people's feelings. But they're definitely curious. They want to transform wisdom into gold. They have this alchemist about them, right? It says here, the alchemist. They have that alchemist, so they want to make things grow. But they are definitely very, very communicative. and they are like to reject organized systems and do things their own way. Look at what they, right, I'm also pulling one that's a little bit annoying, right? There's always a negative trait that we may not, there will be a challenge, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean it's the end of everything. But they here, they have probably a trait that a lot of people share, which is that of sometimes expecting a recognition or for the help that they offer. So when they offer help, they will like a thank you. Or for some, they may also have this tendency here to, I don't know, care about what other people think on social media. Yeah, they definitely did. Some of you, that they may have Aquarius in them. Okay, Aquarius, and they are rebel. And it's always fun to be with rebels because they're very, they are driven. They are driven. They communicate. They can also be a little detached. So you may find someone here who could be a little detached, but that may just be their style, right? Maybe there's something here they have just come out of on their own, but yeah. You or them will have someone that's trying to reconcile with them, and that will be a tower moment, so no way to deal with that. All right, that's what we have for you singles. Now we are moving on to Taurus. Show me the Taurus, the person that the Taurus is dealing with. Show me Taurus and the person that Taurus may be dealing with here. Show me Taurus and the person Taurus may be dealing with. Show me Taurus and the person Taurus may be dealing with. Show me Taurus and the person Taurus may be dealing with. Show me Taurus and the person Taurus may be dealing with. Show me Taurus and the person Taurus may be dealing with. No, that's fine. Okay. Taurus. All right. Let me lay out the cards and I will be with you in ein momentito. Show me two. That was too many there. Alright. No, it's not, apparently. That's a lot of cards for you, apparently. It's almost insane here. Alright. So for the connection, the Fool, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Cups in the reverse. This is great. It shows a little bit up as a new connection, right? Or there's a new energy. There's definitely something new. New passion, new greatness, new potential for greatness. The magic wand is there. It's also a commitment. Yeah, it better be new because it shows here that it's somewhat non-committal, right? And I see you being very interested in getting to know someone. Why do they have the Knight of Wands in the reverse? Why do they show up with the disappointment and you show up with all the happiness? You may have disappointed this person already, Taurus. Sorry, what do I mean by that? I don't know. Maybe they had bigger expectations, but you know, let's see here. Maybe they had bigger expectations too soon here, and because the energies here show up very non-committal. In the recent past, no longer stressing about things, right? In your case here, it shows up. I have gotten this for you sometime. I think I got this quite a few times. You and a few of the other signs are in this energy where you just want to be single. I'm not saying that you don't want to be in a commitment per se, but not with anyone, right? Only quality people need apply here. Whatever this situation is about, it show up here with the King of Wands in the reverse for you. So that is, I don't know if you are definitely looking here for red flags in the recent past. You know how to recognize red flags for people who are not fully, who are, how can I say this? They are a flight risk. You may also be a flight risk if you spot a flight risk. That makes sense to you. You're definitely interested in getting to know someone. I see that. You're curious, but you're not going to invest all your egg, so we go back in the basket or whatever you call that. Not gonna invest all of it. But here's the thing, right? When I look at your person here, they actually, oh my god, it may actually be that they are the disappointment here. Especially when I see what's gonna happen here coming up. Oh, I don't like how this is going. If you were the one here who's ready to get to know this person is the one who has the no strings attachment. Prepare here for the battle. I feel we can't really place which one of you is going to do the typical dating thing or not really communicating clearly. If it is you, that you're gonna do a ghosting, I do see that you're going to be in your head about it. And then they are going to be disappointed, and I do definitely see something here being triggered, which has to do with self-worth, not feeling as though you're being appreciated, feeling as though you need, well, I mean not need, but feel as though you without the attention of someone else here, then what's my worth? Losing a little bit of hope in this, because especially in terms of long term, because it shows up as a potential here for short term, for no strings attached. Whatever this connection is, then definitely that's the potential here with the star in the reverse and the Man of Pentacle in the reverse. But anything committed, no. But I don't see the communication being clear, and that's going to lead to something here. What it's going to lead to is a little bit of a not really feeling a lot of hopeful, not feeling hopeful in this situation, whatever that situation is. It's a temporary situation, but in the recent past, your person here show up as along with you, both of you actually show up in this. I'm not quite ready to commit. I'm not quite there. Maybe, especially on your person side here, shows up as though there's been something in their life where they were just, they have their own story, right? And probably not ready to commit. You don't show up as ready to commit either. The connection is not there yet, but you show up as very curious and happy, right? There are too many people included in this situation. Your person here, by the way, may have someone coming back into their life who, like an old friend, and they're like, Taurus person, I need your help or something. You could be dealing with another Taurus, or someone who has Taurus in their chart. They are they may have this capacity here to listen to other people, and yeah. Be mindful here that you're not dating someone here who already had someone without you knowing it. That's just something that's got right. That you're not just a placeholder, but that may just be for some. So let's go on to the singles. What do we have for the singles? Who is coming towards single Taurus? Oh, I'm already regretting this. Oh, who do we have for the single Taurus? Single Taurus. 18. Single Taurus here. So who is coming towards the single Taurus? Alright, so who is coming towards you, single Taurus? We have someone here who prefers to... Alright, they may have been in a situation where they were victimized, whatever that means, but they're not going to play the victim. They may have that within them, right? You may actually be dealing with this person already, because I saw that in that connection there. Someone here who could... they have it within them to play the victim, but they're not going to. They are very creative. They can express their feelings and everything through creativity. So creative soul here, and they are balanced. So I get Scorpio and Libra energy. I gotta be honest here. Pisces is an opportunity as well, but I really get someone here. I don't know why. Scorpio, Libra. What would here? Oh yeah. See what you gotta look out for in this person here. They show up here as wanting to balance judge and have compassion, wanting this fair distribution. They want equal give and take. But they have a way with words. They have a way with words. So, I mean, they could work in law, or they could work with something where they have to communicate. They're just very smart, right? So look out for whether or not they have, or they will not tell a tall tale, or they will not have ulterior motives or hidden agendas. They have that within them. They can sometimes have ulterior motives, and that may annoy you. But it could be because they struggle with opening up. You can having this ulterior motive or working with a hidden agenda can tend to happen with people who are insecure, but not feeling confident enough in the situation, and it can happen because of past experiences. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are manipulative. What we have here coming towards you is, yeah, it's going to be delayed, especially, right? It's not really coming right here. It does show up as someone in this equation has something they need to liberate themselves from, be it you or them. Someone here needs to liberate themselves from something before this connection here is coming. So that is what we have for Taurus. Now it is on to Gemini. Gemini and the person Gemini may be dealing with. Show me Gemini and the person Gemini may be dealing with. Show me the Gemini and the person Gemini may be dealing with. Show me the person and the person Gemini may be dealing with. Show me the person and the person Gemini is dealing with at the current time here. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Alright, so. Come on. It just simply worked. Alright. Gemini. Alright, Gemini. Oh, sorry. There we go. Show me the connection between the two of you. Where do we have you? Them. Interesting. We have it with the Empress in the reverse here as the energy between the two of you. Tired. For some of you, I guess, though, it's having gone on a holiday, and for some reason or another, the holiday was actually more tiresome than anything else. Together or not together, I'm not so sure. But I'm very, very specific there. Empress in the reverse, it's a little, yeah, it's not really growing, let's say like that. We have you in the Five of Cups, so I see you being somewhat sad. I see you having your back turned to the Two of Cups that's available here to you, focusing a little bit on the past. Maybe your person here hurt you, right? Because I see them, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if you're dealing here with someone who made a quick decision, said something, did something here to you. And now they are in a situation where they want to move forward. I keep getting as though something here may have ended, but you know, not necessarily. I'm just getting here they want to move somewhere into the future, but they still have a foot back here. You show up as not, you have your back turned on them. You may not be so focused on them. You're not so focused upon their path forward or whatever they want to. You may not want to talk with them. In the recent past, we have the Moon in the reverse. That's, I wouldn't be surprised if we have if the two of you have had an argument where forms of deflecting or gaslighting or something here, or, you know, not wanting really to be accountable for what happened. One of you, both of you, I'm not so sure. You show up as very happy. I mean, we have two cards here. Nine of Cups, and the Sun in the reverse here for them. I get as though both of you were somewhat happy. You sure was really, really happy. But it's almost like you got something clarified here. Something here became clear to you, and you were happy things were made clear to you, but now you're sad. So it's probably a, you know that when something here, let's say someone here went behind your back, or they didn't tell you everything straightforward or up front. And you just want the truth, and you can't really, all you focus about is the truth, even though it may hurt you. Then you get the truth and you're like, yes, I got the truth. But once you got the truth, then suddenly it starts dawning on you that there's a sadness associated with it, and that's very common. For them here, it's like they are not really interested in seeing whatever you wanted from the situation here in the past, and therefore there's a dim energy here. I feel as though it's definitely not a giving into this. And what we have coming up is the Ace of Cups. I get that there may be some attempt here to want to believe in there being a new opportunity for love, be it in this situation or in something new. It wouldn't be surprising if you want to build something up. I see you wanting to move towards this Ace of Cups. You emotionally, you're still gonna be attached to whatever here it is that you're attached to, which may be something about a friend situation here, right? It's almost as though you also, for some of you, it's as simple as that, you know, the days where everything is just newly in love, they're gone, and, you know, wanting to, it's actually being a bit sad that it's not like that anymore. But in all cases, I see you wanting to try and move towards a cup that's empty, basically, and they are not going to participate, and they're not really gonna meet you halfway, is what I get here. So be mindful here of not trying to move towards an empty cup. Don't move towards the empty cup here, whatever this thing is about. If something here, if you know someone here has been caught with what do you call it, private parts in the cookie jar, try and let it stay in the past. There's no point there. Right. Or vice versa, whatever. Let's see here what we have for the singles. See what we have. Who do we have coming up towards the singles? Single Geminis. Single Geminis. Who do we have coming next towards the single Geminis? Next towards the single Geminis. Next towards the single Geminis here. Who's coming next towards the single Geminis? Alright, okay, fine. Single Gemini. Alright, who do we have coming towards single Geminis? Alright, so we have a father. No, not necessarily, don't worry. Someone here was very good, talented. Someone very supportive. Someone, I mean, I get a mature energy. They could actually be somewhat older than you. I feel as though I'm reading for feminine Gemini right now. Sorry, male Geminis, but who knows? Meaning that the person I'm picking up on now as the person coming towards you is a man. So unless you're into men, then fine. I'm sorry, but that's what I get here as a man. I'm reading about a man, yeah. So this is a man. Of course, it could also play out differently in your life. He doesn't necessarily have to be a lover. Anyway, it's just a man. He's very, very, I get him as being mature. He's more mature than you. I get at least the way he shows up for me in his maturity level is like 8-10 years, but not necessarily. But I mean, he can still at least 5 years older than you, but maturity, he's older. He really provides a lot of strength to people who are in crisis. He acts out of love, and he very, very, very supportive. He has he has a strong character, very strong character. He's a personal leader. He may not be the CEO or anything, but he's a strong character. He's a strong character. And he likes to challenge himself as well. It's like, you know, challenges himself by going mountaineering or something like that. But, you know, he's probably outdoorsy as well. So what we have him here is that he needs to look out for whether or not his words turn into a destructive effect. Because I see him wanting to help people. But he gotta be mindful here of what it is that he says. He's not misunderstood. He may sometimes speak in poetic language, symbolic language, like I do all the time. But he gotta look out here for whether or not that has a negative effect, right? Here we have the Hierophant. Yeah, he could have strong Taurus within him, right? He also gotta be careful here that he's not careful. Sometimes he may have, like everyone else, a tendency to sometimes go a little bit arrogant. Or he talks a lot, but can he also walk the walk, right? He definitely have it within him, but sometimes he may be more wanting to talk more than he acts, because sometimes that's easier. And that may annoy you a little bit, but he definitely has it within him. He's very supportive. He's a strong character. Like everyone else, there's something there. He's very traditional. He thinks a lot about society. He thinks a lot about also his money. He's very organized about his money. So that was what I got there for you, Gemini. Now we are moving on to Cancer. Show me Cancer and the person Cancer is dealing with. Show me Cancer and the person Cancer is dealing with. Show me Cancer and the person Cancer is dealing with. Show me Cancer and the person Cancer is dealing with. Show me Cancer and the person Cancer is dealing with. Show me Cancer and the person Cancer is dealing with. Alright, current energies here. Cancer. Oh. Show me the connection here for Cancer. Four of Swords, show me Cancer. Cancerian and person dealing with. Show it there. There. What the hell is this? Okay, so the connection between the two of you has the Four of Swords. That's a chillax. Your person have the Ten of Swords. In the recent past, we have the Three of Swords. What on earth is going on here? You have the Eight of Pentacle. You know what you're doing. Whatever it is that you're doing, you know what it is that you're doing. What the hell is this? In the recent past, we have the Three of Swords. That's a heartbreak. That's an ending. And it shows up as though the end, you may have ended it with someone. I'm not gonna lie, it shows up as though you were the one who ended it with someone, because your person has the Ten of Swords. They show up in an energy that's a little bit... What was this? What is this? They may actually feel a little bit betrayed or hurt or... Yeah, but they're coming out of it, don't worry. They're coming out of it, but they show up as... You show up as the one who dumped them. And you know what you're doing. You may... I mean... It may be that, of course, that there's someone here that came towards you very quickly, and you feel as though you knew exactly what it was that they were coming with, the kind of energy, because they show up as with the Knight of Wands, that they came with an energy that was very fiery and passionate, and they would only stay for a while. They wouldn't gonna stay there for very long, right? And you with this Seven of Swords in the reverse, you're like, I know this, but I also get that some of you may have a better option here. We saw Queen of Pentacles and a Hierophant there, but yeah, in all cases, yeah, places as it resonate, right? I'm gonna read for you, Cancer, because I also get as though there were some Cancerians out here who did something and they don't want to admit to it, so they rather just skip away. But that's not you, no. So for you, it's just that you saw this coming and you're not interested in dealing with the energy of people who come in and out of your life, whether or not they still stay for a short while. You just don't want to deal with this energy, and that's what I see here coming up for you. You're going to be far more focused on your work. You're not going to be paying attention to this. You're not going to invest in this. And they also have the Three of Cups in the reverse, so they are probably in another situation, all right? They may have someone on the side. Was it? I can't remember which other sign it was I said this to, but be careful not to deal with someone who's dating multiple people. It wouldn't surprise me if you're dealing with someone here who has other people in their energies. And you're like, I'm not dealing with this. This is not for me. And that's why we have the Tower. Something here is going to crash and burn. Alright, and you're gonna liberate yourself. Oh, a little crush here. I don't know. It could be that we're gonna see an apology coming in here. But right now there's an energy here about feeling as though you're tied up to a situation here and you don't want to participate in it. You're gonna liberate yourself from it. There's, however, a lot of love in this situation somewhere, but you're not paying attention to it. You know what you're doing here. That's what I keep getting. You know what it is that you're doing. And the Tower there is probably an apology coming in at some point here. And trying to, trying to set things straight. But they do have this, probably dating multiple people here. So now we are on to the singles. What do we have for the single Cancerians? Who is coming towards the singles Cancerians here? Show me who is coming towards the single Cancerians. Who is coming towards the single Cancerians? Who is coming towards the single Cancerians? All right. All right. The artist, the teacher, the child, nature, the queen. So, someone here who's very creative. They know how to express dimensions of life that are beyond the five senses, and they also speak in symbolic language. What do we know? When you speak in symbolic language, means that you think very you have an abstract way of thinking. It's not to say that you're not logical, but they are. What do we call it? I can't believe it. I can't remember whether or not it's the right brain or the right brain. Yes, the right brain. No, the right brain or the left brain. Thinking systems. I can't remember. Sorry. I believe it's... No. Is it the right brain? I can't remember. But it's just more creatively inclined, right? That means they're also probably more chaotic and more feminine. And that is definitely, it is for some, it's someone here who has, I get a little bit as though it was a woman here, but you know what, doesn't matter here. Could be a teacher. They have this capacity here to communicate, to communicate about wisdom, and they have a knowledge. They could be a teacher here, and they could work with children in the in the nature. Anyway, they are very friendly with animals. They may also have an animal, and they will talk to the animal. All right, I do that myself. I talk to my dog. I try to reason with him, and he just looks at me as though I'm insane. All dog owners try to reason with their dog, especially if they are bloody stubborn. So what is it that we have here? We have here a person. That's the negative side about this, is that we have the queen is someone here who can become arrogant. When their authority is challenged, they can become arrogant, and they can then become very controlling and demanding, rather than using that real feminine that she has. To stand, she can become, when things don't go her way, she can become a little rather demanding. It may, again, I get here, as always, when we come to these negative traits, is because there's a story behind it. And what I get here with this person is there's a person here who's just trying to protect herself, but he or she has got to also be mindful of not turning their back to this creativity, to this kindness that they have. They probably have Empress within them. Anyway, see here. 2 wands in the reverse, and the Ace of Wands, and in the reverse, and the 8 of Swords. Great. This is some of you guys, it's someone you already dealt with. Although it is a new one, but it's 2 wands in the reverse. It's still having a foot in the past, and things are not really that passionate here, and someone is in their head. Right. This person here, if this is a brand new person, they have a baggage like we all do. but it can make them a little bit self-absorbed sometimes. Not to say that that's a bad person energy. We can all have that. I also have that. So, you know, it's just, you know, let's say that it was a person who was cheated on. Anyone who ever tried to date people who were cheated on, which most people are nowadays. God damn it, let's face it, stupid dating culture. But all right, there's a difference between being cheated on in the stupid dating environment we have now, and then being in a long-term relationship and being cheated on, right? So that's, but imagine that's someone here who has that trust betrayed completely, which would be most people. They're gonna have trust issues, and they're going to sometimes find it difficult to see that there may be other people out there if they are still connected to a past energy. But when people jump into connections very, very quickly without taking the time to heal themselves, they will always come with a baggage. And even when we are somewhat fully healed, we still have a baggage. It's just a matter, you know. It's just a matter of how healed we are. Even those who are completely liberated, they still have something. We will always have that. Especially the older we get. So now we are moving on to... I forgot to write down your timing, sorry. So now we are moving on to Leo. Let's see what we have for Leo. Show me Leo and the person they are dealing with. Show me Leo and the person they are dealing with. Show me Leo and the person they are dealing with. Show me Leo and the person they are dealing with. Show me Leo and the person they are dealing with. The current energies here. Show me Leo and the person they are dealing with. Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo. Alright, let's see. So what do we have for the connection? That was that one. Ooh la la. Right, I will. That was two. Alright. I will need to put something on my lips and then I'll be there. Stretching over here. Right, so Nine of Pentacles showing up in the upright. That is a very single energy, but there's also an energy here about being able to take care of yourself, Leo. Basically, standing very strong, independent, and that means that this connection here has a lot of independence in it. Because I see you being two people here, but you are two people who are capable of just taking care of yourself if you have to. Alright? Two of Cups here. That on your person's side. I mean, they show up as having emotions for you. They care. That's good, you deserve that. You have the Six of Swords in the reverse, so you're trying to move into a new mindset. It's not the easiest thing for you. May not be that easy. You are fixed signed. You're fixed signed, and when I look to the recent past here with the Emperor in the reverse, that tells me there have been a situation where there has been, some sort of, been some sort of a power imbalance, right? Resulting in a little bit of a cold energy, distance energy, but the strength in all of this is that for some reason or another, you've been able to both of you have been able to just stand in your own strength during this time. I mean, it could be a father figure here that's been in between the two of you, right? Good or bad, you tell me, but there's just see that the strength why this connection stands strong is that two people are able to deal with it by being strong in themselves here. This person may, by the way, have I get the story. You could be dealing with a person who sometimes have daddy issues. May not be daddy issues per se, but your daddy issues, be it mentally or physically, you know, that their dad, something going on with their dad. So in all cases, they definitely are. They are on the same page here with you, but in the recent past, they still had this foot here in the past with this power imbalance. And power imbalance, what do I mean by that? Not really working that well together, right? Not really working that well together. And I see it being you being put up in a position where you didn't really have a lot to say. You just had to go with it. Right, whatever this, I feel as though the person here brought this. I'm really getting as though it was an actual father on your person's side, but whatever that, or boss, or whatever it is, you were just put up in it. And it has, of course, affected you if there have not been fully clarity. So of course it's difficult here for you to fully think in a new mindset here, right? But you are getting there. It's just there are still some debate, and I feel as though there are still things that are not being spoken out loud, clearly. And I feel as though it's on your side here. What's coming up here is the Queen of Cups. So I see two people, by the way, spending time, probably going by the water, having a drink, enjoying the summertime. But why is your person going to be frustrated about some sort of delay? You know what? Some of you are going to do some passive aggressive here. What do I mean by that? You're going to punish your person here a little bit by not talking to them for a while. Maybe you have this, you're insulted. It's a petty thing, right? It may not be petty. It's a little petty, but haven't we all done it? I still see you. I still see you working through it. It's just a little petty energy there. And that is a way of, I feel as though this is your way of communicating rather than speaking out loud, but rather than talking about it. You rather, I don't know, maybe you don't feel, I don't know, they would have triggered something in you, and you may be in a situation where you, rather than talk about it, you're just going to stay silent, but you're also going to turn them a cold shoulder here, but you're still gonna show up here and probably go out, have a drink, right? Or probably not a drink then, no, fine. The communication about healing this, right? So that's what I get there. So now we are moving on to those who are single and want to see who is coming towards them. Single Leos. Who is coming towards the single Leos? Who is coming towards single Leos? Single Leos. Single Leos. Dear Lord. Okay. Why do I get the lasagna song in my head? Yes, because I did Leos. Alright, so Leo. Singles. Let me tap that down there. Leo. Singles. Alright. Let's see. Who's coming towards the single Leos? A damsel and a gambler and a hero, heroine. Okay. Or king. Gender does not matter here. Just pick up on it, right? Someone who has a... Oh, that's a good thing. You, single Leos, you're going to attract into you, yes. You're going to attract here someone who has a healthy understanding of romance and will inspire you to rely on themselves. Will inspire you to rely on yourself. So I like the damsels there. They are very idealistic, right? They are young at heart in that way. They have... Alright, yes, speaking of young at heart. They have this willingness to want to follow their intuition. They will follow it blindly. And they have a very passion for journeys. Oh my god, I keep getting it. So it's like, my hunch is telling me I have to go to Mount Everest. I'm gonna go to Mount Everest like this. Right? And that is there where we look to their shadow side, a little bit delusional. Saying, I can climb Mount Everest, only having... I don't know, it's like wanting to climb Mount Everest and not just paying the Sherpas to take you there without really doing the proper training that it takes. I mean, a lot of people die that way. That's the delusional. Not saying that they're going to be like that, but that was just an example of it. I feel as though it's the young heart that's going to be like this. What do we have there? Two of Cups. You know what? Is someone that you're going to end up in a relationship with here. Yes, Emperor in the reverse. Great. Two of Cups. Six of Pentacles in the reverse and the Emperor in the reverse. They see you. I wouldn't be surprised this shows up. I'm doing it for the single people, but why do I get sometimes when I pick up on the person for the singles, it's the same person, or they have the same energy? But it makes sense. We are attracted to similar energies. Anyway, yes, 2 of Cups. Someone here who you will be on the same page. So both of you, if you are adventurous, they're gonna be adventurous with you, right? They can also be seduced by romance, but it's more like they probably can be easily influenced by the opinions of others, like a lot of other people. On social media, for instance, that's why I get the young at heart. The 2 of you may be from different cultures or different backgrounds. Different backgrounds, and therefore I get as though someone, you make it into your head, it can be have an equal give and take. And there we get the father again, right? The father coming in. Some of you, swear to God, you Leos, you're dealing with someone here who has a strong father energy. It's not a strong father, it's a boss energy, but the patriarch has an opinion of everything. So for those of you, especially those who are attracting women, you are attracting here a woman. For the men or for people and the women, it's a young one here who have a very, very strong father figure in their life, but a father figure who in worst cases, they were a father that could have left a little bit of a daddy issue, let's say like that. Daddy issues. What of daddy issues comes in many different ways. Waiting for a knight to provide, that's why I get maybe a little privileged there. Now a little privileged, but nothing negative like that, because they probably just a few life experiences here will get them going, and maybe they're just very lucky. Maybe they are born lucky. Maybe they don't have the hardships of like Capricorns. Certain Capricorn, but it's a sweet energy there. All right, now we are moving on to what? We are going on to Virgo. Show me what we have for Virgo and the person Virgos are dealing with at the current moment in time. Show me Virgo and the person the Virgos are dealing with at the current moment in time. Show me Virgo and the person the Virgos are dealing with at the current moment in time. Show me the Virgos. Alright, that's fine. Virgo. Virgo. Alright, let's get to it, Virgo. Show me the connection here. Oh dear Lord. And then there, and what we have here. Down there, up there. King of Wands to a Queen of Wands, but she is in the reverse. So the connection here between the 2 of you, how lovely. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Why is there another person included in this situation? We have strong abandonment issues. Right. Virgo, let me do this quickly. Quick message I get here is that someone here is coming back to you, but there may be another person in the picture, or it's because, and then they're going to be rejected and you're gonna just be happy here. This is a wonderful energy. All right, let me see that one. I get strong on and off connection. I get a connection here that's doesn't really have that strength it takes here to pull back. It shows up also a little bit as you. Let me explain that. Because when I look here in the recent past, I see there's not really being harmony. There's disharmony, friendships, meaning there could be friends that come in between, especially on your side here. Meaning that you may have you may have been a situation here where things were rocky with this person, then you started dating someone new. Right? Rather than take that pause here and look at whatever you needed to look at. Maybe, I can't really say Virgo. I also get here a little bit avoidance style, avoidance with you. What do I mean by that? There's something here you don't want to look at. Something here you are avoiding. It can turn into this narrative. I'm avoiding that person, What are you, is there anything here that's inside you that you are avoiding to look at? Such as the capacity to be alone. Not that you need to be alone, but you know, it's just, well, yeah. I just see conflict here. I see conflict and I see a third energy in between. It's almost like having started dating someone, but still having an attachment somewhere else in the past. But it's just, you know, rather than be alone, it's just get something here. So I do see you getting a wish fulfillment. You getting a wish fulfillment and they're being rejected. So for Virgos, there are there's an energy here. I don't know if it is another person who has this. They are two-faced. I mean, like a third person coming in between here. Could be a Leo here, but they are two-faced. And that's the rebound, right? Alright, that's just, I swear to God. What the hell is going on here? It's a family dynamic, or what the hell is going on here? Anyway, your person here, they're definitely coming back to you, but then they're going to be rejected, and then we have this frustration that's going to happen. Someone here is going to have a hissy fit. And I get a strong feminine energy on your side. I don't know who this is. I feel as though it may actually be, I can't place this energy, be the third person. Your friend or something here. Or what the hell? Do you have a friend that sometimes just want to... Do they have no life of their own and they have to get involved with what you're doing? It's just a question here. Like, why? This leecher has shown up before. Swear to God, this person needs to get a life. Sorry, it's just I get annoyed when I get that energy, and I'm annoyed because it's like, get a life. Get a life. Get out of my readings here because I can't. This is piss off. So you can see, I'm triggered. Especially if it's why the hell do I need a third person in between you and someone you're dealing with? Why do I need this energy here? What do they have to do here? The person there could be dealing with a Sagi. I don't know. Something here is definitely just not gonna grow, right? We have value systems not being aligned, probably families coming in here, or you know, it's either family or it's a social dynamic. Someone here, something about breaking away from tradition, breaking away from the way that you usually do things. Or how other people do it. But no, that can't be done. No, I don't know. You tell me what this is about. I'm tired of this energy. Sorry, I'm gonna go to the singles. It's just, it's tired. It's a tiresome energy. There's a lot of control. It's rather than control oneself, it's trying to control other people, and I can't figure out whether or not there's another energy here. Your person wants to detach, but they're not detaching. But they're coming back, and they have been away for a while. It's, oh yeah. You're gonna end up being happy here. You're gonna get a wish fulfillment. Whatever you want, you're going to get because you're gonna rely on yourself and not deal with this. This is not gonna grow, and it's gonna make you happy that this is not gonna grow, and because your person is gonna be rejected. Whatever that means. Someone here is definitely going to be rejected, and it's gonna make you happy. So now we are going on to the singles. Who is coming towards the single Virgos? 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 Single Virgos. Alright, now 14. Sorry. Alright, single. Who's coming towards the single Virgos here? Singles. was not a good one. Why, Virgo? Why? I want to say someone here who's capable of communicating knowledge and experience and skill and wisdom, but they show up as a manipulator. You're always so bloody unfortunate. So sorry. Eventually it will happen, right? It's just sometimes I don't know what's going on, if there's anything in the sky for the Virgos. All right, let's see here. So we get here someone who can be very destructive. They do have strength, and they have it within them to sacrifice their own ego, right? I'm sorry, I feel as though I'm picking up on the bully from before. I'm gonna do a quick one here, but let's see. I'm gonna do another extra one here. Let me tell you about this person I'm picking up on right here, right now. Oh, thank God. Alright, Virgos, gotta be honest with you. The next person that coming towards you is someone you already know, and is someone you want to get the hell away from, and you're going to do that. Because it's a manipulator. I'm gonna pull another one here, right? But it's a manipulator, someone here who teach only negative and destructive skills. They are only interested in not teaching positive and light. They are interested in teaching crap and shit. I mean, seriously. They are strong. They are very strong. Like physically strong. They have their traits. I get as though, you know, facial traits or something like that. They are very... How can I explain? You know, like me, my chin bones here. Well, imagine them being more, do we call it marked? I don't know. They're just, you know, they're very, what the hell, chiseled or something. You say it like that? I don't know. They have it within them here to help people, and also those they would rather ignore. But they can also, unfortunately, use that talent here to mistreat others. They better not be one of those stupid, toxic cult leaders. If you know what I mean. It's the people who have talents, but they use those talents to gather people, to have people come to them. But then they use them to serve their own shit. Right. I'm gonna pull another one here. I see you getting out of this. You don't want to deal with this, so don't worry. And this is gonna, you may have someone here who's trying to wanna gaslight you, and it's just not gonna fucking work. So who else do we have coming for Virgo? Ooh, we have a destroyer. Yes! I like this. So if we look past this one, you're getting someone here who's going to be able, you have a person complete opposite. I don't know when this is happening, right? But there's another person coming here, for those of you interested, who knows how to release this shit. They don't give a shit about this. They are an absolute disruptor. Destroyer, they're like a little volcano. You're attracting a little volcano here. They also have the prostitute with them. What does that mean? They know how to survive without negotiating the power of their own spirit. They are very, very strong. And with the femme fatale, they highlight the erotic energy of the feminine, but opens up your heart when rejected. So this is a person who may recognize part of that other energy here, because it's someone here who knows how to walk in the shadow. It's very, very powerful with people who can walk in the shadow. What do I mean when I say walk in the shadow? It's people who recognize how light is brought about into their life, because they also recognize the shadow in themselves. They also recognize their own shit, and they own it. And we can have negative traits, we can have bad traits. I also have it. It's just a matter of knowing them and not acting on them. But with this prostitute here energy, the prostitute is something about knowing when it is that you're selling yourself. Knowing your value, knowing your worth, and knowing that if someone here were to come and offer you something that doesn't live up to your worth, you know when you then are saying yes because you have to survive. So just saying, I'm going to accept a lower paycheck than what I should probably get, but I'm doing it because that's the situation right now. But don't mistake that along the way, I'm going to ask for more. You know, that's just the prostitute energy. It's knowing your worth, being okay to sometimes, you know, lower your standards, but in no way without lowering your self-worth. We can be forced to do that sometimes if we have to survive. Right, so that's a strong here. Strong, Someone with a strong feminine energy, right? Feminine energy as well. Their negative trait. Is probably that they are so used to taking care of themselves. And they may not actually want to take action towards helping other people, not always, because they're so used to a survivor. Alright, they can be very hard shell. Probably a Queen of Swords there. Alright, so that was what we got there for Virgo. You got 2. So, let's move on to Libra. Show me Libra and the person they are dealing with. Dear Lord, this is going to be a long one. Show me Libra and the person they are dealing with. Show me Libra and the person Libra is dealing with. Show me Libra and the person Libra is dealing with. Show me Libra and the person Libra is dealing with. Show me Libra and the person Libra is dealing with. Alright, I want to know. Okay. Libra. 105054. Yes, I have to write this down, otherwise it's gonna be a hell. Show me here, Libra. A connection. Okay, interesting. So we have the Magician as the energy in between the two of you, between the two of you, between the two of you, Magician. That's very interesting. It may actually be a phone call. You have the 7 of Wands in the reverse, they have the Judgment. So it shows up as communication, it shows up as your person here is actually talking. Your person is doing the talking, and that's how things are moving here. I feel as oh god, see, when I look at the past here, I see a situation where things were actually not spoken out loud. Not really. You show up as having to push this away. 7-7 here for you. There's a lot of confidence here on your side. Your confidence in you standing up to yourself, learning how to just I don't really see you speak. I see you far more blocking or pushing away. You may not block, but you definitely just standing your ground. You don't want anything to come your way. Not from this person here with the Emperor in the reverse. You're pushing away any kind of imbalance, basically. Someone here trying to tell you what to do, basically. I don't really see you paying attention to this. I don't really see anything growing on your side. Your person here is ready to. I see them still wanting to communicate, and that's what I don't like here. I don't want to. On theirs, because here's the thing: what we have coming up is not having full epiphany. So it wouldn't surprise me if though your person here may have a full understanding about what's going on their side. I don't see them actually wanting to communicate it with you. If they're going to communicate, it's passionate and still being very guarded here. Ghosting. Right. The connection here has what it takes to manifest, to go the distance, basically. But I get as though it's a connection that's being far more fought. It's far more fought than it is heartfelt. And your person here, I feel as though your person may have an idea about there being some sort of love, but their heart is closed. I feel as though they may actually not. Their heart is not open. They believe that it is, but I don't see that it is. So it's very difficult to get this going if they are not willing to bloody give their heart to the situation, right? And then we have this, that's where we get this not a lot of communication as well. I feel as though it's maybe going strong right now, but it's actually going to take a deterioration. And be careful here that you're not going to find yourself in a toxic situation here where there's actually unrequited love. So even though your person may come here and say, I want to do this and with you, make sure that it actually has the potential to grow. That is not being based upon a misunderstanding. I do see the communication taking place. I also see the pause. I see you standing up here for yourself. And then them coming and probably saying, let's do it this way. But make sure it doesn't turn out to like a bit of a situation where it's more of an illusion of unrequited love. Because why would it be unrequited? Because the heart here on your person's side is still not open. It's still not open. And that brings this toxicity in here. So that's what we have here. Yeah. For the connection, let's see what we have for the singles. Who is coming towards Libra, the single Libras? Who is coming towards 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 the single Libras? Libra. What do we say? One. Libra singles. All right. Yes. Oh, you singles. Who are you getting? All right. An angel, a fool, and a scribe, but also the exorcist. No. Someone who helped those in need without expecting anything in return. Right? Someone who's not expecting anything. Very open-hearted. Absolute contrast to what we got there in the other one. This is someone who's very open-hearted. They will fearlessly reveal their emotion, and they may have a tendency to be very sarcastic sometimes, right? Some of them may have Capricorn in their chart if they have this Capricorn, Aries, whatever. But I see here that they are very sarcastic. But they will probably reveal emotions through humor, like a comedian, right? So they have depth, but they can communicate with it in a comedian way. They also have knowledge and information. They know when they I mean, it's vertigo. For some of you, it's a comedian. But yeah. They come off as very innocent. When I look deep in the energies here, they are not innocent. They have demons with them. Sometimes they are afraid of facing those demons, and that's where we have this humor coming up. It's like they face their emotions through humor. They laugh at their demons. I swear to God, it could be a Capricorn for some of you. They laugh at their demons because that's a way of how they connect with it. But sometimes they become a little fearful of it, and then they use humor. And sometimes they put on a mask to show up as stronger than. I mean, they are strong, right? But sometimes they can be a difficult nut to crack, Libra. They can be a difficult nut to crack. They will hold information to themselves, and they will probably tell you a white lie saying that they are fine when they are not fine. But they give to those who need it, and they don't expect anything in return. So they have that angel there with them, right? They're a sweet little angel. But they are very self-persevering here. And they may also speak in that symbolic language. Are you all attracting the same person? 3 of Wands. Could be in work. A legal situation there. Right. They could live at a distance from you. Libra, Scorpio energy here is on the table. They're very independent. They're very single, by the way. But yeah, they are very protective of themselves. I feel as though they have been dealing with a fuckboy, fuckgirl at some point in time here. So Libra, yeah, that's where I get here. Sometimes they will use, see, that's the thing. Sometimes they will use logic. They will rationalize their emotions a bit too much. And that can create this, a little challenge in getting things going. But, it is a good energy, though. It's a good energy. It's a matter here of them also at some point here when you two of you getting to know each other, for them also to look at things from all sides of the situation, not just their side. Right, but and what vice versa. I get as though they definitely have a history there. So that was what we have for Libra. Now we are going on to Scorpio. Oh, do I need a pause? Is that where we at now? Do I need a pause soon? Scorpio, show me Scorpio and the person Scorpio's dealing with. Alright, show me Scorpio and the person the Scorpios are dealing with. Show me the Scorpio and this person the Scorpios are dealing with. Show me the Scorpios and the person Scorpios dealing with. Show me the Scorpio and the person the Scorpios dealing with. Ow. Show me the Scorpio and the person the Scorpio's dealing with. Scorpio 115. Oh, fuck that. Scorpio. So Scorpio. The world in the reverse. Ooh la la. The world in the reverse. How lovely. The world in the reverse is so close to having a closing out a chapter, but it's still not done. This is showing up so many times for you, Scorpio. I know I have a Scorpio hater, but you can just hate. I don't give a fuck. This is that it's not fully done. It's not fully done here, right? And there's also here an energy here about, you know, traveling, by the way. You show up as returning. Remember, place the role as they resonate with you. You show up now. Are you returning or are you walking away? Are you trying to disconnect from something here that's not really satisfying? It's not really satisfying here for you. Because I see here in the recent past that there's been a decision here. In addition to traveling, I get a lot of traveling energies. But in addition to deciding to disconnect mentally from a particular mindset that's associated with disconnection, could be a negative mindset, you decided here to walk away. But it's as though it kept returning. I don't know, is it your person here who's decided at some point in time here to hold back from you? Have they pissed you off? Have they in, do we call it in anger? Have they angered you so much? But they're not listening to you, they're just pulling back. Maybe they have some experience in their baggage here of they know it's just easier to stay silent when things are going down. But you show up as returning to the conflict, although they show up as having moved. They could even physically have gone on holiday or something like that. But they have definitely disconnected mentally. But you return to the conflict here. You're probably trying to prove something. Probably that you're detaching from them. And you are detaching. 8 of Cups here. You are detaching, but there's a tension here. Right? They have the 3 of Wands in the reverse. So they are probably, by the way, they could actually be waiting for you, but you're not coming towards them, but you are kind of coming towards them. It's like you're walking away from them, but you're also walking towards them, if that makes sense. I feel as though we are dealing here with a dissonance. Where you're convinced that you're done with this. Because you want to be done with this. But there's a lingering energy. And one thing is saying that we're done. Another thing is actually really being done. I see you doing your fucking best. You are there. You are, but you emotionally, you are actually disconnecting right now. But it creates tension here. Your person is deciding here. I don't know what the hell is going on with them. They want to move, again travel, they want to move into, they want to move into the future. They want this world energy. They want some situation to be over. Now, it can be, it's just the energy that you're in. They want this to be over, so that the two of you can explore a brand new world of energies, but it's not there yet. What's coming up is the Queen of Wands. Sagittarius. Taurus. It's a person. He's arguing about a person. That's what I got there. It's a strong connection. No doubt about that. It's an argument. All I can say is an argument. Okay. But there's also passionate times. I get something here about Aries Pisces season, by the way. Anyway, who is this? It may actually be a no person. Some of you may actually walk towards another person here. Or they are going to do it. It's just to... Someone here doesn't want to be alone. So they're gonna go towards someone else. Rather than deal with it, but they're still connected to it. But they're walking towards someone else here, although they it could be you, right? Both of you probably. Anyway, it's just, you know, it's moving towards someone else, although this is not fully done yet. But it's easier than to be alone. Alright, now we are on to the singles. Who is coming towards the single Scorpios? The single Scorpios, who are coming towards the single Scorpios? Who are not these people, but who are the absolute single Scorpios? Oh, just a soulmate. Who do we have for the single Scorpios here? Who do we have for the single Scorpios? Who do we have for the single Scorpios? Alrighty, righty. Single Scorpio. Dear Lord. No, 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 no. That did not just happen. Oh no. Alright, you know what? Forget it. Alright, Scorpio, who do we have for you? Sorry. What happened here? It went all upside down. It's not supposed to be that way, but okay. This is... Forget it. Right, so what do we have here? We have a inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependence on others for physical security. Oh my god, okay, so this is going to be interesting. Who do we have coming towards you? It is very simple here. It's someone who is unable to grow up and they can't be responsible. They have dependence on other people for physical security. It's Mr. and Mrs. Go with the flow, who goes into connections just because they don't want to be alone. They like the comfort to be in a connection here, right? They have it within them here to express dimensions of life that are beyond the five senses, or they are very creative here. And they have it within them also to they can help people they would rather just ignore. They're very, very creative. They have the cemeterian and all of that. But sometimes they also have a very negative view on the world outside them, of the physical world here. They would rather just engage with something otherworldly than to want to face reality for what it is. It's right, and that's because there's something here about they don't want to grow up. They don't know. They have an inability to grow up, so they are stagnant. They have extreme dependence on others for physical security, so they have a dependency issue, and that dependency can also then mean that they can't be alone, so they throw themselves into new hobbies. It could be that. No, they throw themselves into other people. But here's the thing: what they also can shapeshift. They have the skills here to navigate through all sorts of levels of consciousness, and they can see the potential in everything. So this is someone here. This is the typical strong. This is the typical feminine energy here, especially for you Scorpio men. A feminine who, because can also be a man, right? But it's just a strong feminine energy here of someone who merges. They merge. It's this a little bit of an annoying energy of, I'll call it a personally annoying energy of wanting to see the potential of what you could be, rather than just, you know what, just see what the hell it is that you are, so they don't have to change you. Right, so that's who you're coming towards you next. But do you have to be with them? No. It's just an annoying energy here, but I know who you could be. Yeah, but you know what? You can sense I'm getting annoyed. Like, it's not their task to tell you who you can be. Task is for them to realize their own potential. They can't live through you. You're not a project, you know? Sorry, I'm just chit-chatting on putting this in order. That's what people do. I see your potential, but this is a love reading. It's not a career reading. You're not getting a mentor. You don't need a project. You don't need a savior. So, but people can do this because rather than it's easier to see the potential in other people than having to deal with the potential within oneself. So they merge, and they're probably gonna give into any kind of a twin flame connection as well. What else do we get from that connection here? Yeah, it is Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Cups in the reverse. Someone who's immature, and they can be a little bit of a heavy burden. They don't put in the work that is the actual work that is needed, right? They don't really see the world for reality. They're looking for their daddy. They have daddy issues, most likely. Let's see a good one. Who else is coming? I did this for Virgo as well. Who's coming else? A warrior. Right. Who else is coming for those who want the healthy ones? Because, I mean, you know what? There will always be a little haste in there. Someone who's strong, they're very tough. They sacrifice their own ego. They are not indifferent about the pain that they inflict upon other people. So they can apologize. They are also someone here who keeps to themselves the information, but I get as though they are an introvert. Someone who's an introvert, someone who spends time learning new or writing. They may actually be a writer, they could be a journalist or something like that. But whatever it is that they do, they pull a lot of light from within themselves, a lot of inspiration from within themselves to help other people. So they get a little student of life, although it doesn't show up, but they are a writer. They definitely write a lot. What's annoying with them is that, see, there we have, rather than, I know what you can be, this person has the capacity, they are a little bit of a light seer. Because what can be negative about them is they are a little bit of a volcano. When they bring something up, when they then communicate whatever it is that they write, they can be a destroyer. So they can bring newness here, but they can also be that they destroy other people's dreams. So for instance, that other person here, the other energy, which is someone that wants to see the potential in other people, this is the complete opposite. This is someone who comes and tells you what you can't be, and saying, yes, you may believe that you can be that, but you gotta be in reality. So it's the sharp contrast to the other energy, and it's the other energy's nightmare. So if you thought the other one was an energy, it was a nightmare, this is going to be, yes, because this is someone very strong, very stoic, very masculine. Man, woman, doesn't matter, but they sacrifice their ego. but they can also be a little power hungry sometimes. Right? Yeah, that's what we have there for you. Whew, sorry. Now we are on to the Sagittarius. What do we have for the Sagittarius and the person the Sagittarius is dealing with? Who do we have for Saggy and the person the Sagittarius is dealing with? Who do we have for Saggy and the person the Sagittarius is dealing with? Who do we have for the Sagittarius and the person that the Sagittarius is dealing with? Who do we have for the Sagittarius and the person that the Sagittarius is dealing with? Who do we have for the Sagittarius and the person that the Sagittarius here is dealing with? Who do we have for the Saggy and the person that the Sagittarius is dealing with? Who do we have for the Sagittarius and the person that Saggy is dealing with at the current moment in time here? Alright, that is it. Just can't remind it, I just need to text a certain Saggy. Alright. Saggy. 1:30:51. Sorry, Saggy. Saggy. Alright, Saggy. What do we have here for you and the person you're connected with? Show me the connection. 2 of Wands. You got the Star. Okay, so the Queen of Swords underneath the deck. Let's look at it. We have here the 2 of Wands. That's the energy that's in between the two of you. The stepping stone is what I get. You're very free, you're very liberated. I feel as though you are receptive to whatever will come towards you. In the recent past, I do sense a little bit of an ego battle for some reason or another. Wouldn't surprise me if you have it here on your person's side. Remember, whoever this is, be it in love, work, whatever. Yeah. There's definitely an energy here of not supporting, not really seeing each other. Not seeing each other. That's what I get. Not recognize each other, not seeing each other, not supporting each other. A little bit being in the ego. You show up here as, you know what, it brought some tension here. Right? You may actually be dealing with a person who has a big ego. Or they struggle with the ego. They are in the ego here with the strength. What is the ego? Well, I can't really go into too big of an explanation, but it's just, is their way or the highway or something like that, right? Meep meep, the road runner there. Sorry, long story. Strength in the reverse. It's just they have this tendency to, rather than find the inner strength within themselves, it's easier to just show, to prove the strength that they have by trying to control the environment or something like that, right? Quick-tempered. And we do see a situation here where they were put into a position where they didn't really have a choice. It wasn't really their choice, and I don't know, maybe they have this control issue. They want to be the last one who does something, right? Like, you know, you hang up. No, they want to be the last one who hangs up or something like that. But they were put in a position where they didn't really have a say, so to say. And you show up here is very free from that. I do see the argument being on your side here. The tension is on your side. What's coming up is the 6 of Swords in the reverse. I see trying to move into calmer waters, but it's going to be somewhat rocky. It's not going to be easy, not always. I feel as though your person here is very, very avoidant of whatever is going on. And you know this, but you're still gonna... I mean, you know it, but you're still participating in this. So what is that? I'm not really seeing this being a lot of focus on it. I see that being this, alright, energy between the two of you about where can we go into the future. Your person may not always feel as though they have what it takes. Could be self-esteem issues we have going on here with your person, and they are avoidant. And what do I mean by that? Maybe they don't know their own worth. Or is it confidence? I'm not so sure. You show up as being very healed. They have issues on their side. It's up for them to deal with that. It's not your problem. I know it is your problem if you're dealing with them, you know. But look at these queens here, right? Like the love is here, the communication here. There's a new opportunity for communicating about a new beginning. Want to work on it. But no, someone here has some sort of a family dynamic with them they probably should deal with before anything, which has to do with them knowing their own worth, most likely, or not running away, I don't know what it is that they're afraid of. What's going on there? Or is it because they believe they believe that they can always find better? They always have to be on the move because nothing ever stays the same. I don't know. It can be that they moved a lot when they were children or something like that. So that is what we have here for you. Now we're going on to the single Sagittarius. What do we have for the single Sagittarius here? Hold on a minute. Alright, single Sagittarius. My voice is going out now. What do we have for the single Sagittarius? Show me the single Sagittarius. Who is coming towards the absolute single Sagittarius, people? Who do we have coming towards the single Sagittarius? Show me the single Sagittarius. Show me the single Sagittarius, people. A guide. Okay. Represents the nature of the divine in them, life and themselves. Slave, damsel, and mediator. Alright. Okay, what the hell is going on with this person? Someone very spiritual, definitely. Okay, so this is a person. Show me that one more. They have a child, as I said, they have a wounded child. Alright, as I said, it was the other person. But sometimes these, I've got to be honest with you single people, sometimes I get as though those who watch the connection also watch the single reading here, because sometimes I get very similar energies. But, you know what? We are attracted to similarities. Anyway, if someone here also have a wounded child, they have that awakened compassion. They want to serve other people. They want to help other people who have also been wounded and find the path of forgiveness. And then they connect to the divine within themselves, right? Very, very spiritual. They want to give back. They want to give back from what they for whatever is going on. However, look out for whether or not they're doing it for financial reasons. You know, I want to give back to the world, but they have to pay me. Of course, you know, you can turn it into, you know, a business and all of that. It's just something about having, you know, sort of coaching or something like that. I mean, they could be, but it's just a matter here about, you know, sometimes I feel as though they could sometimes be challenged in terms of seeing things from the side of other people. But it's always their wounded side. Sometimes they can be stuck in this I'm a survivor mode. If they have gone through something, a wounded child, that they are a survivor rather than being a thriver. So in that case, the wound still lives with them. But they surrender the power. See, that's the thing. That what happens here is that they may have actually found some sort of... Who the hell are you dealing with? I'm sorry. But the person here you're attracting here, someone here who surrender the power of their own choices to the divine rather than actually standing in their own power. And in that case, sometimes they go into this energy here about wanting other people to save them. So you're definitely attracting a little bit of a wounded child here. I'm so sorry. And we also have someone here, then I don't know if this is you, that you use the erotic energy of the feminine. But definitely, if this is you, then if this is you dealing with a roadrunner, then maybe your heart opens up whenever you reject it. Oh, let me give another one. I'm gonna pull like I did for some of the others. When you get these challenging here. Page of Wands is a emotionally unavailable person here. Someone who struggles to open up. Okay, they want to help other people. They want to they really want to. And they're very, very spiritual, but I feel as though they may be spiritual in a way that has more to do with religious, with organizational factors, like belonging to some sort of a practice, but without fully understanding it. It's like I'm gonna piss some off here. It's like claiming to be of some sort of religion, but having not read the book, the scripture themselves. Only listen to what other people, not really done the self-study within, right? And it gives a lot of release just to fully surrender yourself, not having to make decisions on yourself. But then you also lose out of your power, right? It's this fine balance here. But what I see coming towards you is an invitation going out, starts quick, ends, can be emotionally unavailable because someone here is not gonna be willing to open up, and they're not gonna be paying attention on and really figuring out where everything is, what the hell is going on within themselves. And for others of you where this is not yours, you're getting someone here who frees themselves from outmoded beliefs. The complete opposite. It's the same thing that happened with Scorpio. For some of you, you're getting this energy here, and for others of you, you're getting the complete opposite. Someone here who has a liberator within them, because this person here was struggling with connecting with what I call the Libra energy. This person you're getting here is someone who's very strong connected to a Libra energy, which is someone who really releases themselves from any outdated belief, release themselves from negative mindset. They want to transcend any physical limits, also belief system of what they can't do, rather than give up the power to the divine, saying, I can't control anything. This is a person who wants to transcend boundaries, but in their own willpower. And they have this ability to talk about it and to communicate about it through stories and also through symbols. They also have this communicative gift. They are talented in the way that they use words or whatever. They, however, also have this within them that they can be dependent on others. Dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. Oh, this is the same energy. That meaning that then maybe you have a type here. They are not as annoying as the other one, sorry, but this is someone here who, again, they want to transcend any kind of challenge they have within themselves, but sometimes also they can be dependent on people giving to them, and then also they forget that equal give and take mechanism. But they can do that. Don't worry, they have it within them here to do that, right? Oh, they have also trust issues. So they are also guarded in the way that they communicate, but don't worry. Don't worry, I say, but you know what? No one's perfect. We will never attract the perfect partner, because there's no such thing. Perfect is in the imperfection. Now we're moving on to Capricorn. Oh, I forgot to write it down again. Shit. Alright, Capricorn. What do we have for the Capricorn? What do we have for the Capricorn and the person Capri is dealing with? Show me Capricorn and the person Capricorn is dealing with. Show me Capri and the person Capri is dealing with. Show me Capricorn and the person Capricorn is dealing with. Show me the person Capri and the person Capri is dealing with at the current moment in time. The Cappies. Show me the Cappies. Alright, Capricorn. Show me Capri and the person Capri may be dealing with at the current time. Capri will be dealing with here. Alright, Capricorn. So here is a Taurus. Capri. What was that? 1. Oh, dear Lord. Capri. Okay, they all want to come out there. Oh no, not so many court cards. Is this a new person we're dealing with here for you? I feel as though it may be, but you tell me. In the connection energy between the two of you, we have the strength. So, okay. It shows up a lot like it's a new thing here, but who knows? You would know. You have the death here. Something here has ended. So you show up as something here that's ended. And they then have the Knight of Cups, so it shows up as though it's a new person. I've gotten this for quite some time for you, that you are actually attracting in some sort of a new energy coming your way. And that's probably the Knight of Cups, right? But yeah, it could of course be someone you know. What we have here in the recent past is an in and out, in and out. You have a Knight of Wands in the in the recent past. That's actually also being tired of it. Because I see you being tired of an energy that's just in and out on your life and it's not reliable. It comes in with a lot of passion, a lot of fire, but it never really takes off. It's like saying, I want to hang out this, and oh, it's also showing up there. Yeah, okay. Could actually be the same person here. This is, especially if you're dealing with a water sign. Anyway, it's just, yeah, it's an energy here about wanting to do something but not really taking the action to get it done, right? In that case, it may actually be, if any of you are dealing with someone here, especially a water sign, I see that here, that's communicating something here, and they show up as wanting something serious, but it never really takes off. It may be because they have found someone else. You would know here, right, that they're manifesting someone else, and you're just leaving the battle here, but you do see distance between the two of you. The Page of Wands is in the reverse as the most likely outcome. That's a delay again. Is a communication coming delayed? It's a delayed communication. I mean, for some of you, yeah, it's just a delayed communication about going out, and I'm not really seeing a lot of yeah, I see you waiting here for something to come and it's delayed. This is like being dependent on someone. This is the typical situation when you're dealing with a breadcrumb. You're getting something here, but it's coming delayed. We do have someone here. Yeah. So show me this one. Whoever it is that you're dealing with here, they are not really it's like they are not really looking at things in terms of what the long-term consequences. Right? I don't know, your person here have a Queen of Pentacles and probably also a Queen of Wands on their side. This person that you're dealing with, they're very smart. They're very dreamy. They wanna, I get here as though they wanna offer some sort of a cup. I can't really figure out whether or not it's to you. I feel as though it's to someone else, gotta be honest. But they are not really looking at the consequences of what's gonna happen here. Their action will have consequences. Be mindful here that you don't get engaged in any sort of fantasy here, because I do see conflict on your side of the table here. Your person here, they show up with an energy where they don't really invest fully into whatever it is that they commit to. They may say they want to commit, they don't. Right? I don't know if you have a person here who, by the way, is also going into some sort of an arranged marriage. That may be for some of you. But they are not really seeing the consequences of what it is that they're doing. They're going to give you something here, a little bit. But they are connected to another energy at the same time. They don't see that this is going to have consequences. Oh my god, are you the other person? to continue reading on this here, right? Because it's going to turn into a very long reading, as it always does, and I'm tired. But this is the complicated story of the Capricorns continuing. Cappy, I get almost as though you are the other person. That this person wants to give a new beginning. But they right now continuing, I don't know what, they're giving to something else here. They can give you something, but there's always going to be someone else. And it feels as though someone here is stealing from you. Cabbies, you're ready here to go explore something new. You don't want to participate in the conflict. You have options available to you, but please look out for this past, whether or not they come back in a way, their energies are coming back in a way where they're actually committed elsewhere. But them coming back here, it's like they're stealing your energies from you. I feel as though it's like a breadcrumbing situation. It's almost like having that, I think I tried this once, where someone was already, I mean, it was over and done and they were in a relationship. But they were, whenever something was going on in his relationship, or like things were getting more and more serious, he would always reach out, like to get a confidence boost or something like that, until I figured out what the hell was going on and cut it off. Because that was just, you know, you became like a tool you become like a tool here to like give someone a confidence boost. So they give you just a little bit to keep you stuck. That's breadcrumbing, right? Worst case is that if you believe that there may be something there. So look at things realistic, especially if they are married. That's why I get this person is not seeing the consequences of what they're doing, especially if it makes you pull in here. But I see you pulling back from this, all right? So you have it within you here to walk away from this. And then we have this something of a new one. I mean, this may actually be a new thing coming in, but they're not fully disconnected from something yet. All right? They're not fully disconnected from a situation yet. So the two of you have to pull back from this. It's like they're not divorced yet, but they're already dating. It's like, can you please finalize it? Alright, so now we are going on to the singles. What do we have for the single Capricorns? Single Capricorns. What do we have for the single Capricorns? Who is coming towards these single Capricorns? Who is coming towards these single Capricorns? You go there. Who is coming towards the single Capricorns? Who is coming towards the single Capricorns? Who is coming towards the single Capricorns? Who is coming towards the single Capricorns out there? Cabby, singles. And that is one. Alright, Cabby singles here. An orphan child, a gambler, and a trickster. Aren't you lucky? See, I like this. See, that's the same energy from the other reading here in terms of if it's a new connection, right? What is the shadow? Ignoring legitimate constraints such as being married, already committed to someone else. So look out for people who are already committed. Child orphan. We have someone here whose independence is based on learning to let go, to go at it alone, conquering fear of survival. Independence based on learning to go at it alone, conquering fear of survival, feelings, abandonment, or stifled maturation. Okay, so you're also dealing with a person here or the person coming towards you who can't be alone. Right, is someone here that jumps from connection to connection. Please feel free to reverse the roles because I know I've seen this in another copy. Anyway, jumps from connection to connection. So starting a new relationship before they even divorce, because they do not know how to be alone. They don't like being alone. Middle-aged crisis, right? But they have it as a strength here to go at things alone. And to conquer the fear of surviving, they have the orphaned energy within them. So it's learning to deal with abandonment, right? Learning to deal with abandonment and growing up, basically. And part of growing up is also learning to feel like you are alone. They have it within them. They want to follow their intuition whenever people doubt them, and they can also transcend stuff in it. They are a trickster, right? They are very, very smart. They have a few tricks up their sleeve. So they are very intelligent. They trust their intuition. Some of them may actually be more spiritual than what they come off as. But they are here, for those where we are in the strong energy with someone here, right? Then they have learned to do things alone, so they are a fucking survivor. They will not reveal everything. They hold their cards close to their heart. Or to what we call, they hold the cards close to their sleeve, but they don't wear the heart, anything close out. They don't give everything away. They are a survivor. And what do I mean by survivor? I'm not talking about, oh, I've been in a nasty relationship or anything. I'm talking about someone here who had, for some reason or another, learned to be sneaky, to put food on the table or something like that, right? It's people who have very, very rough childhoods. In order for them not to break down and turn, by the way, narcissistic, or get into personality disorders, in order for them to stay sane. That's the survivor energy. That's someone who sorry, it's not to talk ill of everything. It's just people with very, very tough childhood who actually manage to come out on the other side without being broken completely, broken in some way or another. But they can do it. They can just, whatever. I wanted to say they're still normal, but they are definitely not. They have not turned narcissistic, because narcissism tends to be, it's very, very sharp. But that's too thick a survivor's armor, right? But this is a survivor who have a sharp boundary up, but they have abandonment issues, so they do like to be with other people. They're interesting, all right. What they are definitely, here's the thing, they gotta stop ignoring legitimate constraints, such as being married or already in a commitment. There's something legal about this person here, right? It's almost as though this person here, sometimes they can have it, they may want to say that they want to liberate, especially if they have experienced something here, they want to release negative, but somehow in their process of bringing forth what it is that they're preaching, they can actually become a tyrant. That's the fine balance of them being an idiot. It's because they have an insecurity within themselves. They have an insecurity within themselves, and therefore they can misuse their power because they need to stay in power. I mean, if this person here is to date anyone, it should probably be a Capricorn, because you can eat this shit. It's like, you can take this, because there is a demon here. There's a demon here. Not that they are an asshole, they are the devil themselves. No. It's just that they have a tough energy. So they need a strong partner. But they are strong themselves. Here's another good trait about them, to just point out, that they provide strength and support to other people in crisis. They do not expect anything in return. They are not about keeping you needy. They are not the breadcrumbing thing. But they also got to live what it is that they preach. What else over here? For Cabby, the person coming towards Cabby. Not right now. Yes, not right now. But whoever this person here is, there's something about they gotta learn to be alone. They have got to learn to be alone first. So that's what we have for the Capricorns. Now we are on to Aquarius. Show me Aquarius and the person Aquarius is dealing with here. Show me Aquarius and the person Aquarius is dealing with here. At the current moment in time, Aquarius and the person Aquarius is dealing with here. Aquarius and the person Aquarius is dealing with. Aquarius and the person Aquarius is dealing with. Aquarius. Right. I'll probably do that again. Aquarius. Alright, Aquarius, we have the Four Swords in between the two of you. That's an energy here that's on pause. You have the Queen of Wands, and they have the Chariot, right? So you show up as though you are shining light into yourself, whatever hell is going on here. You're very fiery, you are on the move. Something here is, your person here is also ready to move towards you. I don't know if you, yeah. What the hell is going on here? It's like they're ready to move towards you, but they have to open up for something, and they're not going to open up fully, and that's going to leave you in a stress. But then something here is going to happen very quickly. In the recent past, damn, we have too many people included here. In the recent past, we have the King of Cups. So I feel as though there's been a person here that's been of importance. Someone who could be a therapist. It could be a father figure, a friend, whatever. It's just someone here who's very understanding and listens to the both of you. For some of you, it's therapy. Or it's talking about yeah, whatever it is. I feel as though there's some sort of a new beginning here that's been delayed. It is probably still a bit delayed. There's something here that didn't fully grow. Something very practical. It wasn't really invested into. The timing was probably not right. So I keep getting for some people here, the Aquarians, you have been in therapy. That's all I get. Something about talking about timing, talking about the efforts that we how we invest into each other. You have the Queen of Wands, and with the Knight of Wands, whatever has happened here, whatever conversation has taken place, it could also be that you were talking with each other about emotions, where you were talking in a way where your person here was far more logical. They have a tendency to use logic over, to use mind over heart, right? They could be that. They could be a very strong masculine energy. It's easier for them to rationalize than to feel. But they do show up as wanting to still guide the situation forward in some way or another, still bring healing here. And you show up far more fiery. Whatever has happened here, I see you being more fire in your fire energy. I don't know if some completely different energy has also come towards you with some sort of a communication about a travel or something like that. And in all cases, the two of you are definitely healing here, coming into the body. Your person here is becoming more brave. They're braver. If you could have been dealing with, although they are very, I mean, how can I say this? Whoever, I feel so, it's like being in therapy, alright? And the therapists know exactly how to communicate to your person, how to communicate to you. You have to you, it's about the fiery, the traveling, the excitement, and with them, it's more about helping them, you have to connect to their emotions, but also not to be afraid of them. I feel that's it. Anyway, your person here is showing up as ready to move. They are on the move. Some of you, something about a car here, but they are moving. You're not moving, but you're attracting. So I feel as though they're coming towards you because you want the Queen of Wands energy here. What we have coming up towards to you is the Eight of Wands. So that is fast forward movement. It's if things are pausing right now. It's almost like the energy is gaining momentum. Monology there, gaining momentum, because you know what I get here? I actually get as though if this is someone you don't know anyway, but anyway, what I get here is that you are attracting this in. You are sending out your vibrations in some way or another, and it's affecting this person, and they're going to be open. Right now I feel as though they have a hard shell. They are like, they use their heart over their logic over heart, mind over heart, right? Whatever. I'm getting tired, as you can sense here. But suddenly your energies, whatever it is that you're doing here, you're working on yourself, you're fiery, you're forward movement here. Some of you have been in therapy. Whatever it is that your energies are just growing very strong here. It's like, I don't know, when you sleep or something like that, when you stop worrying about this, which you have, right? Because you're not going to, it's like the energy is going to release. It's like the law of attraction or whatever. Anyway, when I look underneath the deck, I do see foot in the past, disharmony, controlling environments, rather control, liberating oneself from that. I do see the negative energy here of not having stayed grounded or something like that. That was the Aquarians. Now we are ready to go into the single reading here. What do we have for the singles? Who is coming towards the single Aquarians here? Who is coming towards the single Aquarians? Who is coming towards the single Aquarians? Who is coming towards the single Aquarians? Aquarian singles. What was that? Aquarius. Oh, I'm probably gonna do that again. 2.6. Happens all the time here. Single Aquarians. It's when we have to go up in the larger numbers, right? So what do we have for single Aquarians? Who's coming? Did that again. Got to stop with that. What do we have here? Midas, Misa. Hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. How lovely. So that's someone here. Someone here who don't want to open up their money. They don't want to spend money, Aquarius. They delight in the arts without being a professional. Oh my god, some of you, this is so simple. They would rather just do things themselves than spend money. It's like, I don't need to pay an electrician, I can do it myself. And then they suck at it, right? They are very loyal. That's the thing. They are very loyal, they are very chivalrous, and they are a knight in shining armor. They just stop in and would like to do things on their own rather than invest their money. I have heard an Aquarius complain about this. And then we have what is annoying about them. The inability to allow the student to move out of the role of the master and imparting false instruction. It's a very simple energy. The person that's coming towards you is someone here who, I mean, they don't want to open up. They don't want to share their money. So that is also going to be a problem. As I said here, your energies are going to come towards this person. But the person, you may actually already be dealing with this person. It is just someone here who don't want to open up their money. They don't want to share money. And that's going to get a little bit worse here. And that's where it feels though your energies are going to come very bluntly at this person here. In case this is someone you're dealing with, right? Then it's like the community. Something here is going to happen and they will be forced to. The thing is, why we have this inability to, or this, they hoard their emotions, they hoard their money. They have an obsessive fear of losing out of that. Why is that? It's an inability here to move on. They can be stagnant. But they show up as their energies are that they are getting better. They are improving on this, right? I feel as though I'm reading for someone you know. I'm going to do an extra here. Right? I feel as though it could have to do with age. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but some people, I don't know, if the aging process can feel as something we have to acknowledge within ourselves that we can't do what we were capable of doing, right? For instance, I can't go out and drink all night and then go up and continue like I had 9 hours of sleep the next day like I could when I was in my early 20s, right? When I reached a certain age, hungover became a real thing, and in the age I am right now, I can't drink at all. Because it bloody hell affects me. I get tipsy easy. And if I want anything to do, if I want to have a productive day the next day, I can't get, you know. So that's something to do with age. It could be something with that. The inability to understand you have to be change. Let's see, what else do we have for the Aquarians here? Who else do we have for the Aquarians? We have someone who frees himself and other people from destructive, and supports other people, and they prevent themselves to be victimized. And what we have here is, oh yeah, all right. So here we have another. This is the same thing. It happens all the time. All right. So no, well, meaning that it's the same. What this wasn't, this is, or something like that. What we have another energy for some of you, it's a brand new energy here, is that this is someone here who could be, they could have been, anyway, they have here someone that is connected to some sort of a spirituality of a sort. They free themselves, free themselves and other people from destructive impulses. They have this light worker quality. It doesn't have to be light worker, it can be scientist if you want, but there's something here who can shine light into shadow. They know their demons and they face their demons, even though they don't always want to. They would probably also would enjoy if other people would come and save the demons, so they didn't have to face their demons, but other people would face them for them. They would probably enjoy that. Who wouldn't? But they can do it. They also provide a lot of strength for other people, and they do so. They love without expecting anything in return, and they see, sometimes I do get that they sometimes, like a lot of other people, can want to play the victim here to get some sort of a support, but so because they would like for some illusion here, like everyone else, they have some sort of an illusion that someone will come and save them, as opposed to the other energies who's like, I can fix shit myself, I'm not going to open up. Because no one is the other energy. There was someone who knows that no one's going to save them, but they have to open up and understand that people can help them, and they can also pay their way out of it. And this is the other one that's like, I can shine light into my own negative demons, shine light into my own shadow, my own demons. I can love and support others. Sometimes it's just easier if I just played a little bit of a victim, then I got the support, so I could be saved by some sort of romantic illusion. Right. That's what we have here, who's coming towards you. Now it's on to the Pisces. Well, that was not done. Alright. Pisces. Who do we have? Alright, show me the Pisces. Pisces and the person Pisces is dealing with at the current moment in time here. Show me Pisces and the person Pisces is dealing with at the current moment in time. Show me Pisces and the person Pisces is dealing with at the current moment in time. Show me Pisces and the person Pisces is dealing with at the current moment in time. Show me Pisces. Pisces and the person the Pisces people here are dealing with at the current moment of time. Pisces. We are starting with the Tower here. All right. Okay, Pisces. So we have the Tower as the energy that is between the two of you. You have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. They have the Four of Cups in the reverse. The Tower here, so things are, for some of you, you are ending some sort of energy because you also have the Death showing. And well, yes, there's a situation here that's going to end for you to allow something new to come in. That means that if you've been arguing, the arguments are done. It's just, you know, the ending of one energy to allow for something new. Because there's any kind of emotional attachment to it. It's just not really beneficial here. What we have with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, which has shown up for quite some time for you, right? It is. I see here that there's for some of you Pisces, something here is coming out. It has come out into the light here with you, in that there's a situation where there's not a long-term potential. Maybe it's you that you are realizing that whatever is going on here, it's or the person that you're dealing with, you don't see long-term potential with them. They have the 4 of Cups, so we do have a bored energy here, right? And 10 of Swords. So I feel as though you are rejecting someone here. You're rejecting someone here, and I get as though it's finally coming out here that they see it. Because in the recent past, I do see an energy here about pulling back. Of course, it could be a Leo you're dealing with, but or someone with Cancerian in them. Anyway, what I do sense is that they there's an energy here about pulling back, not really giving into this here. Your person has been in an energy where things have not grown, so they have started to lose faith that this will ever grow. And I get as though, I don't know what it is that you've been keeping here. I keep getting as though you were not committed to this, but you already knew that. They have lost hope. We could be dealing here with a situation where someone is learning to slowly release you, Pisces. To release you. Maybe they didn't want to release you. What we have coming up here is the Page of Pentacles. So that is a communication coming in. Something brand new. Something about a home. Is that a flag? Oh, it's a window. It's a door? Alright, sorry, it's just there's a shadow playing out there. I keep getting as though we have here an energy of it's something about a false connection. If this is someone here believing that someone is a twin flame, I get as though it's a not false. It's a false alarm, right? It's not it's not coming together here. You coming out of a healing energy, you want something brand new here, right? But I feel as though we may have a situation where an energy keeps coming back to you, and we do have a wounded energy of someone here not being able to grow a lot in their own life, probably. Something they can't grow. And then they keep coming back. There could be distance between you. But, you know, it's just a disappointment. Your person is definitely not feeling supported. Maybe they want some sort of a commitment here, and you're not willing to give it. I do see some sort of a communication about having fun, but it's going to be very immature. It's not that. It may also, by the way, be that you're going to get, both of you going to get something practical in your careers, and that's gonna help this get out what this energy there. The Tower there is the tension, the argument. It's coming into the understanding here that there's disappointment here, and your person is getting bored. Your person is getting bored, and they are also finding other outlets for their energies. And this is already done to you, so you're probably getting rid of someone, meaning that the energies are finally disconnecting from you. So let's see, what do we have for the single Pisces? The single Pisces here. Show me the single Pisces. Who is coming towards the single Pisces? Who do we have coming towards the single Pisces? Who do we have coming towards the single Pisces here? Who do we have coming towards the single Pisces? Who do we have coming towards the single Pisces? So Single Pisces, what's your timestamp? 1925 probably. Alright, so single Pisces, we have a detective, a teacher, and a prostitute, and an engineer. Okay, networker. So someone who's coming towards you is someone who has very, very great powers of observation and intuition, and they really want to communicate. They really want to talk. They want to tell you some sort of a truth, but they could be someone who has a tendency to spy a little bit. Being a detective, so they do background research before they meet up with anyone. They have they have a lot of knowledge here. I mean, look at this. This is, by the way, this is someone who may also be looking at you behind the book. Look at that, look at that. Meeting at the library or something here. They have absolutely very, very observant. Let's say like that. They have their eye on you. They could be a teacher. But they definitely have it within them here to communicate knowledge. They have a lot of knowledge, well educated there. They also, someone who stands in their own worth. They know when they are lowering their standards. I mean, they can engage with things, contracts like job, or even being able to be in a no strings no attached relationship, in ways where they are in it, but they know their own worth, so they're not gonna become dependent. They can lower their standards. And let's give an example of that. They can, let's say that you are applying for a job and you agree to do a job for a lesser salary, but you still know your worth, or maybe the situation is as such that you will settle for a smaller salary, but in any case if someone here were to take advantage of it, they would walk away. What is their challenge here that may not be so attractive to you is that they could be very logical at times. Very logical. They like to look at things like A, B, C, D, right? And then they don't quite they can forget. Alright, reliance on mechanical solutions without regard for emotional consequences. They may not be as creative as it is that you would like them to be. An engineer, engineers and their mindsets are that they can be very logical, as opposed to all the creative energies we've gotten so far. What do we have here? Who's coming towards you? Someone who's very the 8 of Pentacles and 8 of Cups in the reverse, Hangman in the reverse. They are very hardworking, could be an earth sign. You are just done with a situation where it was unrequited love here, right? I get this is probably an earth sign. We still have this energy here about someone being non-committal. I feel so it's the past energy. Anyway, this for you singles here is just someone very skilled. They are extremely skilled. They have this tendency to go over the same thing again and again. That's what they are, very logical, right? They could be socially awkward at times, but I swear to God, they're intelligent. They could be a teacher. I mean, they could be like they could have a, teach at a higher level of education. Or do you call it higher level? No, higher level of, I don't know. I can't even remember. I've been out of that system for so long. Do we call it higher level? Don't we call it that? Someone who teaches at university or something like that. In the engineering department. Right. That's what I got there for you. They're really connected to like electronics. They're very technological. Software engineer or something like that. Well, they know their worth. But those people also get a high paycheck, right? Let's just face it. So they know their worth. But they are willing to probably take on jobs because they believe in it. So it's not just about the money, but they know their worth. Okay, so that is who we have there for you, Pisces. Let's go on to the collective. Show me the collective here. Show me the collective for those who didn't resonate with their sun sign. Who are they connecting to here? Show me the collective for those who did not resonate with their sun sign. You can hear I'm losing my voice now. Show me the collective here for those who did not resonate with their sun sign. Who are they connected with here? Them are the energies at the current moment in time. The collective for those who didn't resonate with your sun sign. What do we have? Oh, that's so interesting. A lot of past energy going on there. All right. What the hell? So the energy here is that someone is, both of you are walking away. I feel so I'm getting a situation where someone is walking away from someone and someone are disconnecting. It's the walking away to connect with something new. The energy here is walking away, is a disconnect. Disconnecting for what no longer has an emotional value, an emotional attachment. Walking towards your wish fulfillment, basically. And that wish fulfillment is someone who's single. They're not dealing with anyone. They're single, they're independent. Very, very self-reliant. They have a high self-esteem. You are leaving behind some sort of a conflict. It was you're detaching here. You show up as the one with the detaching energy to move towards someone. This is like a new connection, right? Because here's what we also got here. There's a broken heart and there's a trickster. There could be cheating included. This is where we get who cares about that. But let's see here. What do we have? There's something here that was probably not let go of in the past. That should have been let go of. It kept someone in the dark. They were trying to move forward. Could be you, right? Trying to move forward, but every kind of movement left you in your head. But still putting it, still not chasing it. But then again, some of you have probably been chasing something that you should not have chased. But whenever then you chase it, it kind of left you in your head. The best thing to do in those situations is to let it go. So scratch there. That has then left this heaviness within you, but you are now kind of realizing that there's no point in dealing with that situation. Why return to the conflict? Leave it behind. Walk to something better. We have a person here on the other side who is someone who is used to, well, they definitely also being taken for granted. Whoever it is that you're connecting to is a person who's used to being taken for granted. They are definitely single. They are not there where they have this, how can I say, it's like, this isn't what we have on your person's energies. We have going from a pre-empress to an empress. So this is a person who's in the process of becoming an empress. Right? This is someone who has strong feminine energies. This is what they have. They are, by the way, it's like they are reaching into this Queen of Pentacles. They are very, very self-reliant. I have a shitload of growth on the person you're connecting with. It's a strong feminine energy, very much coming into an Empress energy, very strong and self-reliant, and they are very intuitive. They can make a lot of things grow. You, however, have the Hierophant in the reverse. So the question here is going to be whether or not you're able to actually give the commitment here. The two of you may actually come from different backgrounds. It may also be that the person here you're going to run into, they have children. Right? I don't feel as though you don't think that you just feel as though this is a new connection. But you should know, right? That's because we have a disappointment here. Alright, this is such a strong, whoever this person is, right? Of course you may know them, but it's a strong feminine energy. Do you want to see how much they have coming up for them of the feminine energies on their side? They have Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess, and this. And then not to speak of the Pre-Empress, but it's a very interesting energy. And we have the World here in the reverse. The World and the Empress can sometimes go together, long story there. And also with the Death, this is a strong feminine energy. These energies can go together whenever I associate with the Empress. But long story there. So your person here, what we have here, I wanted to ask about the past, but there's something here, there's a disappointment that you've disconnected from, and you're free. Of course, maybe you know this person, but I see you disconnecting from a conflict to move towards this person. It's no longer manifesting this bullshit here, right? So let's see what we have here for the singles, although that was probably a single reading. What do we have for the singles here who did not resonate with their sun sign? May not. Let's just do a quick one here. Let's look more into that person probably. I feel as though the collective was a single energy, or well, almost single energy. Let's just see here. Let's just see what we get. Whatever your connection to here, whoever I'm reading for. Let's see. The singles. And that would be a 2 and a 30. And what? 45. So, what do we have there? We have... Did it again, femme fatale. I did it. Forget it. That's not it. What is wrong with this? Alright, that's a very interesting. This is what you're disconnecting from. Alright, I'm actually gonna go intuitive here. Alright. This is gonna be longer than I expected. This is definitely a strong feminine energy here. Some of you have disconnected from a feminine energy that has been very... I don't know if this is, by the way, within yourself, an energy that you have disconnected from. Or let me just lay out the energies that I get here, but it can be definitely a woman, a femme fatale, who... This is the chaser. I'm just going to lay out what I get here, right? Take what resonates with you. Let me tell you about this sort of person here. This is someone here who uses sensuality inappropriately. They use lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life, so they become the servant. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but it is someone here who becomes a servant. They allow their body to become servant to other people, and they lose their own personal identity in someone else trying to find a companion for life. Of course, it could be a person that have that thing that they were used to being taken for granted. This is, by the way, typically the Empress journey, right? Is someone here who has got to learn to set up the boundaries around himself, learn to set up the boundary and not, because this is probably a person who's very attractive, and they can have an attachment to what other people think, and to feel they want to be in power and control of a situation. That's the power, right? But they can become servant, they can become... In their search for a partner, they can become very, very submissive. That is an energy that's negative that's coming out here, right? Using the search for a companion as an excuse not to move forward, and then stay stagnant and waiting for an idiot. And using sex as a way to lure someone in here. And they kind of destroy their own potential in the process. So this is a person here who, when we look at them, they are very... See, that's a difficult. That's another one. Give creative energy and practical expression, talent for designing resolution to common dilemmas. This person here, the challenge for this person who's coming towards you, right? The person that you're coming towards you here, they are still struggling a little bit with releasing any kind of negativity within them here. They also have this death energy that they are not fully... something here that they are carrying with them that they have not yet fully let go of. Whether or not it's that they connect to this energy within themselves, or they deal with these people. Right? The femme fatale is like someone who can't say no. They can't say no when someone comes, as a man or woman or whatever. Someone who can't say no when the sexy one comes towards them. So then they have other people on the side, right? That's not what you want to go for. That's not the single energy. So maybe that's definitely something they're disconnecting from, right? They need to disconnect from that, because otherwise they can't be loyal. They can't be a loyal companion. They can betray. They will then misuse the confidence of someone else here. Someone here could have been, this is, I get strong now, a masculine energy that has been lured by a feminine energy and her sex. Someone here has, oh, I hope no one has, I get strong right now, I get a masculine energy who has been dealing with a feminine narcissist. Or someone who is a feminine something on a disorder, let's say like that. Someone here who have used sexuality to manipulate a man to staying. It's the woman who wants to break her husband or break her man so he can't imagine having sex with anyone else. Of course, men do this too, but I get strong right now as a man who's been subjected to this, and as a result, it's been difficult for him to disconnect, so he haven't been able to be loyal to other women, because if he ever were to go towards other women, this woman here would come and she would lure with sex. It would be mechanical sex. It wouldn't be emotional sex. It's the porn star, right? If you can call it like that. I don't know. It's just, I don't know about that. But yeah, she would do anything he wanted. If he wanted to have a threesome, she would do that. Anything to keep him going. And where other women would probably say, no, ain't gonna happen. But anything she could do to stay in his life. That's just what I get there. I don't know what the hell that's about. But who do we have coming towards you? Yeah, but then that person here is probably gonna be in the mix when this person comes. Be they a man or woman, right? But because we do have another energy that's coming here that has the potential to destroy other people's dreams through putting them. I get a narcissist. It's like someone here is coming with a narcissist in the mix. How the hell did this show up? It gets strongly, it's a man who has a feminine narcissist on his back. Of course, it could also, because it's strange, it can also be a woman who has a narcissistic ex, but I strongly get here a man who have a narcissistic ex. She puts herself first. She's actually rather annoying. I can't remember when I last connected to this. I don't think I ever connected to something like this for you guys. This is really, really toxic. We're always talking about men being toxic. This is a really, really toxic woman. She puts herself at the center of the universe. She's very self-destructive. She love bombs. She prostitutes herself. Who the hell does this come from? She's not emotional. And she blames all dysfunctional relationships on her daddy or something like that. She can't forgive, so she becomes more toxic. And she's a hedonist, she's a sex addict. But you know what? Now to think about it, I've just started watching a show that has this. Maybe it's my show that's coming. Maybe that was it. Let's try another one here. Or was it? I don't know. I just read it. I didn't really see that in it. I don't get that. It's not that, but it's just interesting, funny coincidence there. Although it's not really the same energy as because that show, she's not toxic in that show. Well, toxic, but not like this. This is something I've never seen before. So, let's see. Who else were the other ones? A teacher. A priest. A father. A mother. Okay, for God's sake. Forget it. Someone who's very... Right, forget that. For the other ones here, what you're getting here is someone who's very smart. Also know how to communicate. Could be a teacher. Could even be a priest for that matter. Someone here who facilitates spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Could be a tarot reader for that matter. Masculine tarot reader. Could be a father as well, but someone here who's very, definitely someone with a strong masculine energy. Again, this masculine here, he's very supportive of other people. He could have children. In that case, he may have a narcissistic ex-wife he has children with. Anyway, could be a teacher, by the way. And then in that case, he's what's annoying is that he has a baby mama who's smothering and installs guilt in children because they want to spend time with their father. It doesn't connect to the other reading, but it's for some people you will be dealing with this. I'm so sorry. Anyone else? Show me anyone who's not going to deal with that one. Yep, I can't. It's the same. It's the same. I can't. Alright, so that is what I have for you guys. I'm gonna go and do my groceries and get something to eat because now I'm starving. Take care. I will see you next week. Oh well, there's the stalker of Pick a Stalker coming up here tomorrow. But now I'm gonna be busy. Alright, see you next time. Ciao.